Everybody say it's a 50-50 fight. But in my eyes, I'm looking at going in there and destroying this man right here.
Honestly, I saw Crawford before the press conference, and he seemed confident with all his people around. But then when we faced each other, I could see in his eyes that he doesn't want to fight me.
They are two of the best 140-pounders in the world, and both are undefeated.
Hard right hand to the body.
Terrence Crawford was Fighter of the Year in 2014, and he has quickly climbed the pound-for-pound rankings.
Oh, down goes Viktor.
And Viktor Postol is 28-0 and the WBC light welterweight champ.
Oh, this is over.
On July 23rd, Crawford and Postol will meet, and one of them will become the unified light welterweight champ. I'm Scott Patrick, and I've got interviews with both fighters. You're watching Boxing on Dish. Terrence Crawford and Viktor Postol are not household names yet, but these undefeated fighters are the future of boxing. And if you're a fan, you do not want to miss this battle in the ring. Crawford versus Postol for the belt, Saturday, July 23rd. The fight is in Las Vegas, but the best place to watch it, your TV room with Dish pay-per-view. In fact, you can pre-order the fight right now on channels 471 and 472. Get it online at mydish.com/boxing, or just give us a call at 1-877-DISH-PPV. That's 1-877-347-4778. I have interviews with Crawford and Postol and their camps, and I have a feeling I'll be talking to them many more times in the years to come.
Him and Freddie Roach know they can't beat Terrence. You're gonna sit your ass in that corner, you're gonna shut the f up, and you're gonna watch your guy get his ass beat.
Terrence, great to have you on Dish. Welcome to pay-per-view world. How's it feel?
Feels good.
What does that mean to you as a boxer to get to this place in your career?
Well, it means a lot because this is where it started. You know, all the greats been on pay-per-view, and this is every fighter's dream to be on pay-per-view and to become the next star, superstar.
When did you first start visualizing that this could be a possibility? When do you remember the moment where you thought, I could do this?
Oh, when I was very young.
Yeah?
Always had the confidence, always had the determination. I just never wanted to lose in anything. So that wasn't a weak point in my life. The thing that most sidetracked me was doing other things outside of the ring and outside of the gym. But once I got focused, everything else falls into place.
Left hand lands for Crawford. Gamboa on clear streak as the round ends.
Let's talk about this fight. This really seems to be one of those rare fights where it is the best versus the best, if you can talk about that.
Well, yeah, it's 1 against 2. WBC champion against WBO champion. There's a lot of fights out there to be made, but this is the one that everybody wants to see. The fans, the 2 best in the division. Why not make it on pay-per-view?
And for those who said you were avoiding this fight?
I never was avoiding nothing. I asked for the fight, you know, more than once. We here now, and I'm looking to make a statement.
All right, so 28-0 versus 28-0. He obviously has a height advantage, he has a reach advantage. What are the advantages you bring into the ring?
My brain. You know, I feel like I can adapt to anything. Once the fight get going, I feel him out. I see what he has, he see what I has, and then I just switch up in the blink of an eye. And I feel like that's my strong point.
Good jab by Crawford.
This fight's been talked about for a long time. Why is it happening now?
Ain't nobody else left for Terrence to fight, but #1 guy that they so-called say he is #1.
Yeah, do you think we're going to see a fight best versus best finally with this fight?
I think the world got Postol ranked #1 just because of what he did with Matisse, which me personally I thought was just lucky. But the world really knows who the #1 fighter is, which is Terrence. So it's 1 versus 2. In my mind, Terrence is #1. Postol is probably somewhere in the top 10.
This seems to be a fight where they're ready for, the phrase used to be ready for prime time, but this is a ready for pay-per-view fight. Why do you think Terrence is such a good fit for pay-per-view going forward?
Because of his aggressive style, his versatility in the ring to where he could be able to be a boxer, he could be a puncher, and he could be a boxer-puncher at the same time in either hand. So the aggressiveness and the smart IQ that he have in the ring, a lot of fighters out there that don't have. So, I mean, the world is ready for somebody like that.
Big left hook by Crawford.
You're also ready to watch a real fight. I mean, there have been a few fights here that have been big pay-per-view events that have been kind of disappointing, but you have two guys here that look like they're going to go at each other and really give an entertaining fight.
Yeah, right. Yeah, definitely Terrence is going to go after him, try to nullify his jab and slow him down because Postol do have some good feet, you know, so you got to stay close to guys like that.
Crawford going home run shots, bringing them up from the floor, and Gamboa coming forward.
Down goes Gamboa, and that'll do it.
Last two fights, knockouts. Tell us about that and what that means as far as where you are in your career right now.
It means that I'm not taking nothing less than what a fighter gives me. You know, if I see any weakness, I'm gonna go in for the kill. If I gotta box my way through a fight, I do it. But if I feel I can get a fighter out of there, I'm gonna get him out of there.
Down goes McIntyre on a Crawford left hand. 4, 5.
Let's talk about how you see this fight playing out in the sense that you can visualize it now as you start training. When you get in there, how do you see this fight playing out?
I see him moving a lot and holding and trying to use his reach against me and me just doing what I do best.
Well, apparently knocking people out too, right? Right? As we're up here, anything you want to say to the Dish pay-per-view people who might be buying this fight?
Oh, it's gonna be a lot of fireworks. You know, a lot of people looking at the fight as if it shouldn't be on pay-per-view, but why not? You know, you got the two best in the division. You got 1 versus 2. It's a lot at stake, both undefeated fighters with the same exact record. What more do you want?
That was a great fight. A great fight.
And a star-making performance of the highest order.
Viktor, great to have you on Dish.
Thank you.
Tell us about the shirt you're wearing.
Ну, эту футболку, когда
Suleiman gave me this shirt after I became a champion, WBC. I'll do everything to keep this shirt.
Well, hopefully you'll have a new shirt come July 23rd. Tell me about how this fight got put together and why this is the right time to have this fight.
Да, конечно же, я надеюсь.
Yes, I really hope that I'm gonna have a new shirt with this WBO. And I'm very excited about this fight because I really wanna grow, I wanna get more belts, more exposure. So I'm very thankful for Bob Arum, my manager, that I have a chance to fight for another belt.
Good body shots by Postol. Ooh, and he goes right back down there on the other side.
You two are both very exciting fighters to watch, and I think this is going to make a terrific fight because you don't stand back, you go forward. If you can talk about what fight fans will see when you see these two fighters who like to fight and really go after it.
Да, это тоже будет.
Yes, it's gonna be interesting fight, two interesting styles, and he got some advantage because he's American, and that's only motivate me. I'm gonna do my best every round, every single minute, working very hard.
So we've seen this like millions of times in our lives. There's nothing really complicated, so I'm not worried about it.
What are you worried about?
Nothing.
Why?
My guy's a better fighter.
This is one of those opportunities, I think, where you really do have the best versus the best. If you could talk about that.
This is a very good fight. This is a fight that people really want to see. It's a fight that I want to see. I mean, you have a 50-50 fight here. Well, maybe Crawford could be probably a little bit favored because he's been on American TV a little bit more than Postol. But the thing is, this is a very good fight. I think the guy has a great chance to win this fight, and it's going to be very tactical. Whoever comes with the best strategy in this fight is going to win, and we're going to come up with a good game plan. He'll be ready by the fight time.
Hard right hand again by Postol.
He's hitting Matisse at will.
He seems to be in good spirits and real confident. You find him a confident fighter?
He's definitely a confident fighter. He does all the work. He does his homework. The only problem I have is sometimes I make the mistake of calling him my favorite Russian fighter, and he tells me he's from Ukraine.
That's funny. He's your favorite Ukrainian fighter?
Yes.
All right, very good. Well, you don't want to make him angry on any given day, right? How do you see this fight playing out? Obviously, he's got a height advantage, got a reach advantage. What kind of things will you work on to make those things the advantage that lead to a victory?
Well, you know, his height advantage and his reach advantage has to be really, really well used and well timed. And I think we can catch him when he's switching from southpaw to right-handed, which he does quite a bit. Right. I think we can catch him in the middle with that a little bit, and the strategy should be intact by fight time.
And coming back with his own combination. Hurts Matisse with the right hand.
I think he did hurt him.
This seems to be a fight where it really is the best versus the best. Tell me about that.
Терренс Crawford является...
Yes, I think so too. It's the best is the best, because on the box rack he's #1 and I'm #2 in my division. So it's gonna be interesting fight.
Good right hand inside by Postol.
28-0 versus 28-0. Most likely somebody has to lose. Why is it going to be you? Who's going to win?
Лично я уверен.
I'm pretty sure about myself, and my heart telling me that I need this fight, this win, much more stronger than him.
Good that is a knockdown. We've got a count. And Matisse is down.
7, 8, 9,
This is over. Viktor Postol has knocked out Lucas Matisse.
I honestly think this is a 50-50 fight. The best two guys in a division fighting each other, and it's a good thing to happen. The best man will win and go on to bigger and better things, and the loser will go back to Nebraska.
Terrence Crawford and Viktor Postol, both undefeated, both want the undisputed 140-pound title. But something's got to give when they meet in Las Vegas. Crawford versus Postol, you can watch it live from the comfort of your TV room with Dish pay-per-view. Pre-order the fight right now on channels 471 and 472. Get it online at mydish.com/boxing, or just give us a call at 1-877-DISH-PPV. That's 1-877-347-4778. Terrence Crawford, Viktor Postol. Get to know those names. They look to be the future of boxing. Watch them start that rivalry Saturday, July 23rd with Dish pay-per-view. I'm Scott Patrick, and this is Boxing on Dish.
I want to see a fight. I want to see a fight that reminds me of the good old days, when fighters actually fought.
This is over.
I want to see the best against the best. No ducking, no excuses. Just two real undefeated champions that know when the bell rings, it's time to give the fans what they want.
Crawford versus Postol, Saturday, July 23rd, live on pay-per-view.
Order now on Dish Pay-Per-View.